Hi there, thanks so much for joining me today. This is my March makeup basket. What you're looking at was my February makeup basket. I'm going to tell you what I'm putting back in my collection, what I'm going to hold on to for another month, and then we'll go through my makeup drawers and pull out new products to play with for the month of March. I do have a couple products that I used up last month, so I'll quickly go through those. I'll go into more detail in my empties video that'll go up at the end of March. I do that every 2 months. In my last update, I only had a little bit of this pure foundation left. I had emptied it and then I tipped it over and, I scooped out as much as I could, but I also let some of it drip into this lid here and I ended up getting everything out of it. Foundations take me forever to use up, so this is quite an accomplishment. I have two mini mascaras. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2 and the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. This is a mini as well. These are both done. And I can't remember if I used this Besame Violet Loose Powder as an empty last month because I was using the Mineral Veil mini from Bare Minerals. I was trying to finish that up last month and I dumped the rest of it in this container. So I'm thinking I finished this one in January and then used the container to finish the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil mini. And I used both of these to set my under eyes. And then lastly, I have this mini of the Cover FX translucent powder. This was in the shade Light. And like the other two loose powders that I just showed, I was able to take the packaging apart fully to make sure I got all of the product out. So those are my empties, and I'm going to briefly go over some products that I purchased last month as well. The first thing I purchased was this Melt lipstick. This is in the shade Old Rose, and this was a bit disappointing. I got it for 50% off on the Sephora website. I thought it was going to be more like purpley, but it actually just turned out to be more like a brown. And while it is a pretty color, it's just not the color that I was expecting. I do already have a couple brownie lipsticks, so I'm going to keep it just because I do like the formula and it is a pretty color and I can reach for it. But I am still on the hunt for a bullet lipstick that is the same shade as my liquid lipstick from Stila in the shade Perla. I also grabbed this palette of concealers from NYX. It's their Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette in the shade Light. I like the variety of undertones. It even kind of has like a contour shade here, a more peachy shade for color correcting. And I heard that the formula for this palette is the same as what's in this NYX Dark Circle Concealer, which is one of my favorites but is discontinued. I also purchased this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation. This is in the shade Fair Neutral 11, and I'm hoping this is a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation because I'm almost finished with that and that is also discontinued. I've only tried it on the back of my hand comparing it to the Naked Skin foundation, so I haven't actually worn it on my face, but I definitely plan to test it out this month. And when I purchased that foundation, there was actually a promotion on the Ulta website where I got this powder foundation for free. This is in the shade Fair Light. I have used up a couple of these in the past, and this is new packaging. I don't know if it's the same formula as the old one. And this on its own is normally like $35, so it was nice to get it for free, especially when I was going to buy that IT Cosmetics foundation anyway. So I am going to pull those 4 products in for the month of March to play with. And now let's talk about some things that I'm going to be putting back. Let's talk about some face products that I played with and I will be putting back. The first one is this mini Becca highlighter in the shade Vanilla Quartz. I don't know if you're going to see it too much because it is more of a subtle highlighter, but it's right here. And it's like a light highlighter with a little bit of like a golden shift. And this was really pretty, but I am going to put it back. And same with this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I just wanted to pull this out to reach for it some more. It's a really nice subtle highlighter. I have it swatched right here. This one is quite subtle, so I don't know if you're really going to see. There, you can see that a little bit. It's just a really nice natural type of highlighter and it's really pretty for more natural days. I also used the Essence The Blush in the shade Blooming. This was nice. I definitely have to build it if I want just to use this on my cheeks, but it's pretty. I am going to put it back for a little bit. This right here, this is Peachgasm from Charlotte Tilbury. This is amazing. I used this a ton last month. I definitely plan on keeping it in my stash for another month, maybe longer. I think I've used this like maybe 25 times total, and if you can see, it's like super thin. And I don't know if that's just how much stuff is in there because I don't think I'm using a lot every time I use it, but that is so thin. Like this is such an expensive product and I worry I'm just gonna use it as much as I want and have it be gone in like 2 months. Let me know if you have this same trouble with these Beauty Light wands from Charlotte Tilbury. I also pulled out these 2 concealers. The first is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer. This is in the shade Light 40N. It's a great match for me. A very nice neutral concealer. And this concealer from Too Faced is the Born to Run Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Almond. It's a little bit too yellow for me. Mixing them together was really nice. I like how that looks a lot, and so I think I will continue doing that in the future. But I am going to focus on my Cover FX concealer that's in my project pan. so I'm going to put these back. I reached for these two highlighters from my ABH Glow Kit a couple times. These are really pretty. I pulled them out just to use them a couple more times because I feel like they get neglected. They're beautiful. The formula is the same as when I first purchased it, and I'm going to put them back for now. Same with these two eyeshadow palettes. The first one is from Colored Rain. It's the Queen of Hearts palette. I have this Royal Highness shade on in my video coming up on the 14th. So you'll see it in action then, but that's the only time I reached for this palette, and I only reached for this one shade. I am going to put it back for now just because I have a lot of different shades to focus on in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, but I will pull this out probably sometime later. And for this sultry palette here, I think I used it twice. I did a look with Cyborg and Slate. I also did a look with Birch and I think Steampunk here. Beautiful palette, glad to have reached for it a couple more times, but yeah, I do want to focus on my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. I am going to hold on to the Too Faced Bonbons palette. I did randomly choose a shade from this palette for my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and also I am trying to finish this Divinity shade here, so this is definitely staying. I'm going to hold on to this Naked Skin foundation and these two setting sprays from Morphe and e.l.f. The Morphe one I just used to wet my eyeshadows, and the e.l.f. spray and the Naked foundation I have in a project pan. I'm going to put back my Dark Circle Concealer from NYX. I decided to take this out of my Partners in Cream project pan. I'm instead going to focus on the Flower Beauty color corrector. It's not in a project pan or anything, it's just what I'm using right now, and I don't feel like I need to hurry up and use up the Dark Circle Concealer. I don't know, I just don't really feel like panning it right now. I'm not ready to part with it just yet, so I'm going to use the flower one. And I really did like using this Flower Day Glow in the shade Stunner from Flower Beauty. I was using it to mix with lipsticks to make like a glowy cream blush, but I have been really liking the Peachgasm from Charlotte Tilbury for that reason. I've been mixing it with a liquid lipstick in order to create a really beautiful cream blush. Actually, it's this liquid lipstick here in the shade Crush from ABH. So I'm going to hold on to those two and put this flower one back. I'm also going to hold on to this Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX03. I did grab for it a couple times. I use it as a mixer with more liquidy foundations to add more of an olive undertone. I'm just going to keep it in. I'm not panning it or anything. There's so much product in here if you can see. But it is just handy to have nearby, and it's so small it barely takes up any room. I am still like sort of panning this Too Faced powder. I think this is a better time of the year to use it because it doesn't really have any oil control abilities. It just sets my makeup and that's it. So I'm going to use it until the warmer months come. Maybe I can finish it by then. I'm not sure. I still have like maybe a fourth of the product left, so I don't know if I'll have it done by the time springtime officially comes, but I'm going to try to use it for another month and see where we're at. And because I did use up those two mini mascaras, I am pulling out this Warrior Princess mascara from Flower Beauty. Honestly, I'm not loving it. My lashes are not great right now. I don't know what is going on, why that is. And so I feel like most mascaras wouldn't be at their best right now with the way my lashes are. So I'll just keep using this for a couple more months. Maybe see if I like the formula better when it dries out a little bit. I do have this mini lip gloss from Marc Jacobs that I was testing out. This has like a really beautiful blue shift to it, and I just wanted to test it out to see if it was something that I would reach for, that I actually enjoyed using. I didn't know if the glitter was going to feel gritty on my lips, and I didn't know if that blue reflect was going to look really weird on my lips. I did grab for it a couple times, and you don't feel the glitter on your lips when you rub them together. There's no texture there, which is great. And when you first apply it, you do notice the blue, but then like when you rub your lips together and give it a second to like blend in, you can't really tell. It's beautiful, and I've been having fun pairing it with different lip colors too. In fact, I wore this on top of Sweet Gravity by Nabla. That was really pretty. I also wore it on top of the Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. That was also pretty. So I think I'm going to put this back, but it is good to know that this is something I enjoy wearing. Everything else is a project pan item, so I'm definitely going to be keeping those in. Let's move over to my drawers and pull out new products to play with for March. Let's start with my eyeshadow palettes. I do have an eyeshadow palette or two from here that I want to pull out. This is the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay. I did randomly choose an eyeshadow from this palette in my Pan Those Eyeshadows quintet, so definitely going to be pulling this out. I'm glad to have an excuse to reach for this more. This is one of my lesser used palettes, and I do really love pinks and grays, so I don't know why I neglect it. Another palette I want to grab for is this Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. I randomly chose a blue in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and I already used the shade Mystic with the look to lighten it up a little bit, and that was really pretty. I also have a green, and I used Marvel to lighten it up a little bit or just add like some interest to the look, and I really liked it, so I think that this palette will come in handy. I think that's everything for that drawer, but I do have 2 more eyeshadow drawers. I don't think I need to pull anything from this drawer, but I do... See, the thing is, March is the month to be wearing green looks, and I don't feel like I get a lot of use out of this. So I think I'm going to pull this out too, just to create a couple olive looks. I can't let March pass me by without doing any olive looks, so I'm going to pull this out too. I'm mistaken, I actually have 4 drawers for eyeshadows. This is my 3rd eyeshadow palette drawer. I think the only palette I want to pull from this drawer is this quad here from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Pillow Talk quad. This is one of my newer eyeshadow palettes that I own. I would like to use it just a couple times just for something easy and simple when I just want something quick in the morning. My last eyeshadow drawer is just miscellaneous stuff. I have most of my singles back here too. I don't think I need to grab anything from here specifically. Yeah, I don't have anything in here that I need to pull, so I'm going to close this and move on to the next drawer, which is highlighters. I do have this Born to Glow mini in my Partners in Cream project pan, so I definitely want to pull this out. I'm going to pull out this Peach Glow highlighter from Laura Geller. I don't reach for this enough, and it's such a beautiful formula. I am in the process of panning Berlin Girl Glow from Becca, and that one is more of like a cool toned highlighter, so if I want something a little bit warmer, something more peachy, then I'll pull for this. But I think that's everything from my highlighter drawer. The sun is starting to go down, so hopefully I can finish this before it's like pitch black. My next drawer is blushes and bronzers. I am in the process of panning a bronzer, so I'm not going to pull any bronzers out. I usually don't. For blushes, I definitely want to pull out Luminoso. I pulled that out to use today, and I just missed this blush. I talked about it in a recent blush tag video, and I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea. Obviously, it's going to pull differently on everyone's skin tone, but I wore it today for the first time in a while, and I forgot how much I loved this. So I'm definitely going to pull this out. And I am in the process of panning a blush, so I don't need to pull out a ton more. So I think that's everything for this drawer. For my base products, I am going to try out that concealer palette from NYX and that foundation from IT Cosmetics. I do want to pull out this Revolution Powder Foundation. This one is almost finished. I think maybe another week or so of use and this will be done. So I'll pull this out when I want something simpler or quicker in the morning. I was using the Flower Beauty Setting Spray when the e.l.f. one wasn't cutting it, when I wanted something to make my makeup last longer or do something about the oils. But I think I'm actually going to pull for this just because it's older. This is the De-Slick by Urban Decay. This is what I'll use this month whenever I want something that's a little bit more effective than the e.l.f. spray. I do have a primer from Catrice that I'm almost finished with, and so when that one is done, I will test out this one from Too Faced a little bit more. This is a mini of their Primed and Peachy. This is more of a mattifying primer, so it'll be better in the warmer months. I don't think I need to pull anything else from this drawer, so let's go to the last drawer, which is lip products. Because of how organized this is and how everything like has a place, this is like one of my favorite drawers. I do have a mini Tower 28 lip jelly that is almost finished. If you can even see, there's like no product left in here. So I would like to finish this and move it out. I really do like this formula a lot, and I do have 2 other minis that I can use once this one's gone. I think another good lipstick to pull out would be this one from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Back Talk. I did turn on my ring light just because even though it does make it too bright, you weren't really able to see like the actual color of the lipstick. This is definitely more true to color. It's got like a purpley undertone. It's a little bit deeper than my lip color. This is a really pretty color for this time of year, so definitely going to pull this out. And I will give you a swatch of that Fire lip gloss from Tower 28. It does have a little bit of an orangey undertone, and even though it doesn't make your lips super orange, sometimes playing around with that slight hint of orange is really nice. Like I'll put like a nudie pinky purple type of lip liner all over my lips, and then I'll put this over top, and something about that orange and purple mixing together creates a really pretty look. And I would like to bust out this lip pencil from NYX. This is in the shade Disco Rage. It's a hot pink. I think this will be such a pretty color for spring and summer. I would like to maybe try to remember to wear it in a video this month. Such a beautiful color. Definitely want to play with that. And like I discussed earlier, I did recently purchase this Melt lipstick. Let me show you what it looks like compared to the Urban Decay lipstick. If you can see, they have sort of similar undertones. The Melt one is a little bit more brown, a little bit more cool toned. So those will be the lip products I play with this month. Okay, so this is my March makeup basket. A nice mix of new products to try out, new formulas to test out, and also some new colors for spring to play with. Because it is March and a lot of people are going to be playing with green looks for St. Patrick's Day or just for springtime, I would love to know what some of your favorite green eyeshadows are. I was very lucky to pull a green shade this month to play with in my Panos Eyeshadows Quartet. I also do plan on using this olive palette from Give Me Go Cosmetics and the green from this Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette as well. In general, I don't really match my makeup to fit the holidays or really even to fit the seasons for the most part. But if you do have any green eyeshadows that you're loving for this time of year, I would love to hear what you guys are pulling for. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.